Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of Hades 2. Today we are going to do a Judgment run, so let's go ahead and unlock that. You activate 3 random inactive Arcana cards whenever you vanquish a Guardian. Awakening, activate no more than 3 cards. The Underworld King is to decide what shall become of each and every mortal life. And we may as well unlock the Queen as well. Any boons you have a 6% chance to include duo boons. To activate this, we must activate no more than 2 cards that use the same amount of grasp. Well, we're not activating any cards, so she's going to be activated by default, presumably? Maybe not. Not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and upgrade the King. And we don't have enough moon dust to update the Queen, but that's fine. We are going to be taking the aspect of Medea, and we are going to do a Fate's Whim run because I decided so. We are going to see if Judgment still allows us to beat Hecate without Arcana active and get that Fated Prophecy completed. And since we have Void active, or since we're not taking our Arcana anyway, I figure we'll do Curse of the Vow of Void, since we can't use our Grasp anyway, to get to the Testament that we need. So we're at 4 Testament with 1 extra level of Menace, so a little bit more, a couple enemies from a different location. Right, this is, yeah, this gives a 10% chance of enemies from a different location spawning. All right, let's go. Medea is a very powerful weapon, but Fate's Whim just makes it a little bit more, I need to play it with different gods and see how it works. You obtained Old Grudge.
Where'd that great big monster out there go? The mountain's rumbling's all settled down, and now my clanging's just about the worst of it. You got him then? Ugh, I didn't even get to have a look.
Heffy too busy building things. Apparently the apocalypse-bringing weapon of Olympus. Grave Thirst, here we go. If in your okay, so we do an automatic 20% chance, 20% damage to Kronos. This isn't really good for the entire run. I didn't know we could get the kind of lame looking Hades boon. I guess I never want to take Tough Gain under most any circumstance, so we'll take Smithy Rush. Objectively a terrible dash boon, but it's fine because we're not going to be, we don't need that much with Medea, and a little bit of extra damage goes a long way, I suppose. It is 200 burst, but it's got such a long cooldown. 8 seconds makes it almost virtually useless. Hopefully, gods we want to see on this run. Of course, Zeus, if we get him on the special. There's never a bad time for Zeus. We saw that in a recent episode too. Zeus was very smitten with us, and we were very smitten with Zeus. We want Aphrodite on the attack. Apollo on the attack would be good. Hera on the attack would be pretty good too, actually. So we'll go ahead and we'll lock in Hera here. Yeah, I'll take that. And I have to get used to the way you play Medea. So the way you play Medea is you kind of mash X and Y back and forth, and you use that effectively as a dash that also reloads your attack.
Ah, there you are again, my dear. Pity to have only met in circumstances such as these. Yet families all go through their ups and downs, yes? Let me help you help us all.
Thank you for helping us help us all. Thank you, GLaDOS. All right, your attacks inflict hitch. It does a 65% base damage modifier. Bridal Glow on the dash. I don't think it's worth it. That seems terrible. So we'll go ahead and just get the attack boon. That's fine. We'll hopefully have Bridal Glow show up later and we'll get something good. We definitely want to prioritize early HP because we are not going to be getting a lot of HP this run, given that we have our Arcana turn off. Anyway, so what are we going to be talking about today? The main thing of note for today's episode is I want to talk about kind of what we're doing next on the channel, because at time of recording, we have officially finished the first playthrough of Katamari Damacy. And I feel like my gut instinct at present is to just dive into the second Katamari game. We love Katamari. Kiwi and I already have played a bunch of it, so that'll be the first. It was the first Katamari game I ever played, not on the channel, but period, my first ever Katamari game, and I played it maybe like 3 weeks ago for the first time. It was a really nice game to just be super chill and enjoy with Kiwi until I got a little bit too heated about achievements. As far as secondary gods, I can't reroll these, so I'm locking in either Apollo or Ares here. I feel like I don't really have a good choice here, I feel. I think I'll go Apollo. Ares is a little too weak. Apollo gives us some good defensive options, and maybe we can do something silly with Daze just to keep ourselves a little bit better alive. I think Daze goes a long way here. We can't get it on the dash, and I guess we can't get it on the special either. His cast applies it. Okay, so we're good. We'll go for his cast, or honestly, his magic regain would be fine here as well.
Even if you manage to make Chronos see the light, the 3 fates are still missing, and we're supposed to believe he doesn't know where they are. This couldn't possibly be what they wanted or foretold.
It absolutely is, I think, because it got Hades 2 to exist. Honestly, 100% damage on the special. No. Our special doesn't actually do that much damage. Honestly, Hef's special might have been decent there. We'll take Lucid Gain. It's level 2, and it gives us base 80 magic regain every cast. So if we do see ourselves...
Shadow of a skulking killer now is gone, presumably after it drifted from the crumbling Aethera streets in search here of a target too important to pass up.
That cutthroat came for me.
Assuming we do get Possessed Array on this run, the extra max magic here will be quite nice, and it'll work pretty well with Lucid Gain. But honestly, Hera's attack is pretty solid here. I definitely think that's going to be a run winner for us early on, at least, because we can just melt enemies or completely miss our attacks and hit ourselves in the process. It's fine. Medea does a lot of early game damage, and as you rank it up further, it just becomes stronger and stronger. I don't think I heard a ding. I'm just going to double check. Okay, no ding. Mid shop we can't afford, but it is a free pass over bones. I mean, we need bones for meta progression. I'll take them. They're not super priority, but it wasn't likely we were going to be able to afford a mystery boon in there because mystery boons cost 120. Anyway, Kiwi, a quick reminder of how Medea works. You load your attack like ammunition into your fist effectively, and then after a set duration or after hitting an enemy with your special attack, that attack explodes as if it was, I believe as if you used your Omega attack, but I believe, maybe not. Palm with a forget-me, or not a forget-me-not. What is that? Is that a story room? I want Arachne. We haven't seen Arachne in a while, but I'm curious. I forget. I don't think this is a forget-me-not. Oh, okay. It's a,
No threats nearby.
oh, it's how we unlock Rocky. Excellent. Okay, it was definitely worth coming this way. We get our bird friend now. Or birdie bestie, if you will. I think we'll definitely prioritize attack damage for now, because that's where the bulk of our damage is coming from for now. And a bunch of resources, and then our best friend bird have an animal cracker.
I got you this. If this treat is to your liking, then it means we share a bond.
Could it not be? It's skull shaped.
Rocky, pleased to meet you. Let us protect each other from now on.
My foot is aggressively shiny. I assume that means we
See
have
you at the crossroads.
we have Smithy Rush Hephaestus's dash boon ready. We'll definitely take this duo here. We could honestly, getting Hephaestus's special seems pretty solid.
The gods in them.
I actually know who's scarier here. We'll go ahead and take Hera first.
Well chosen, girl.
Let's see. Fine line. We're not going to be doing Omega moves here, so this doesn't seem that good. Her cast is kind of whatever here. Dying Wish. Not amazing either, but we are going to be hitting a bunch of things that have hitch on them, so I guess we'll take that. It's not amazing, though. Not amazing.
Mayhap will make me mum real proud if I act spiteful without proper cause.
Mayhap I'll make me mum real proud if I act spiteful without proper... I don't know. There's something about that sentence that just does not mesh with my brain. Anyway, let's learn how Hephaestus... Okay, he does big... Okay, he basically he drops his cast. Okay, fair enough. Oh gosh, that hurts. You gotta have... It goes off pretty quick. I imagine that's gonna be really scary with Frenzy on one day, with Bow of Frenzy specifically. Kinda have to play it a little safe. Alright, we took some damage, but we're alright.
That's what I like to call hammering out the details. Leave them to me next time.
Cute, very cute, Hephaestus. Let's see, there's his special, lowest tier possible. Your blast effects from Hephaestus also inflict glow. We could get origination going that way since we don't have another means just yet. Although, yeah, this doesn't, we didn't get a, why did I think that was Apollo's cast for some reason? I very much could see reason to go the route of special just for shits and giggles. We only have the two gods right now, right? Furnace Blast on the dash alone isn't really good. All right, we'll take his special. I don't know how well this will play unless we get some rarity or palms on it, but we may as well try. Bridal Glow hitting it would be pretty nuts, that's for sure. Anyway, so as I was going to say, as far as now that Katamari is done, certainly first line in choice for what I play next is Katamari. We love Katamari. I've been mulling over the idea of doing a Subnautica playthrough. I've been very much in the mood since I kind of started a casual playthrough not too long ago and stopped it kind of in the middle with the idea of playing it on the channel eventually. The other option I've been considering is the Outer... Okay, forgive me if I can't keep them straight. It's either Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds. The game that everyone says you need to go in as blind as possible. And I am still very blind, and every chance I waste to play it is one chance greater that I do have the gimmick or the story of the game spoiled for me. So that honestly is a high potential option for me as well.
The trap is set as steadily the princess waits.
That's a bite.
Figment.
That's a figment.
right, let's see. We definitely take Boone here.
Here's the gold.
We started working with Charon back when we had to figure out a system to transport all the mortal dead down to your father's realm. Must be more pleasant hauling messages from us.
Alrighty, what have you got, Apollo? Your attack has a chance to hit twice. Does that work with Medea? I wonder if it does. It's not going to do much first. Honestly, we get more damage just using perfect image, even if I'm prone to being hit. Solar Ring is decent too, but I would love to see another god on our another god for our cast, namely Aphrodite or Demeter. I think would be amazing. Or Smoldering from Hestia. All three of those would be perfect options for us, I think. So I'll hold out. Let's take perfect image, even if I'm not going to have it have a phenomenal uptime with it. I may as well try and use it.
Forgone the vow? What's that you're brandishing? Ah, the nocturnal arms begin to show their myriad colors. Silver, you well know, is but one.
Hecate, we've beaten you with a bunch of different aspects. You're a little late to the party now. At least, I do appreciate that they do have a voice line confirm that we have 0 Arcana active right now.
Each of the aspects of the arms of night represents a bearer from another time. I'm still learning the full extent of what they can do.
And I suspect you shall continue doing so. If nothing else, this ought to make things further interesting here for the both of us.
I definitely did not want to have to deal with Hecate with her Vow of Rivals active. I feel like that would have been a really bad idea for me. We've definitely got solid damage. I don't know which one of these is real, and I don't want to... Oh, that one's real. Oh, that I accidentally popped the tree with Smithy Rush, and that caused her to phase. That's funny. Right, where are your sisters at? I definitely need more practice with Medea to play her reliably, but my gosh, if I play her reliably, she does so much damage. I don't know if it's correct to call Aspect of Medea her if it's the aspect of the character, not the character herself, but whatever. Fritos, block it. Yeah, good frog. So if you did not know, Phrynos blocks enemy projectiles. He doesn't really do much else. He just happily hops around and follows us. But if he gets hit by a projectile, that projectile gets broken. I just took a lot of damage, and we do not have any Death Defiances, so I need to be a little bit mindful of that. All right, Hecate, take a big burst, and we run out. Yeah, we definitely need some survivability on this run. You're not real. Which one's real? Try you. Nope, fake. Means you're the real one. I think we can survive one more hit, but I don't want to risk it. Alright, so this run's definitely gonna get a little spicy without our Arcana active, but that's not a surprise.
The Arcana gave to you no benefit at all this evening. Still, you bested me. I know not whether to heap praise or reprimand you for being such a little show-off.
Why not both? I am absolutely a little bit of a show-off.
I've gotten stronger.
Alright. Doesn't look like the Judgment card activated, so maybe I have to activate it in the Vow of in the Altar of Ashes. So this just got a lot scarier since we will never have Arcana, and admittedly I'd kind of hoped and meant to take Tula with us, so we at least got a Death Defiance for this run. So we are playing with fire. I can't take God Keepsake, so let's go ahead and take Calling Card. We're not going to get it leveled up in Oceanus, but at least we can rarity up whatever our cast ends up being, if not something better. We definitely want to see Athena on this run, so this will probably be my 3rd Keepsake that I take for the run on the next floor. Morning Fields are going to be scary.
How did you reawaken Typhon, Grandfather? I always wondered about that. And to have caught the Olympians by surprise with such a monstrous being.
Oh, I would rather not discuss such bitter memories, but that monster's reawakening was in some ways akin to mine when Zacharias found me. On a much larger scale, of course.
Actually, what I did was I timed a very large alarm clock and set it next to the sleeping Typhon. And when it rang, he woke up with a sonorous roar.
I see, and I won't press you on it, but this may be strange to ask, though did you and Typhon know each other well?
We were besties.
He was the father of all monsters, showing no concern for his own brood, much less others. He was a means to an end. We were using each other, one could say.
We broke up after I offered him the pink nail polish.
I understand. That's all.
Also, a little bit of a thing I want to appreciate is when I uploaded the Disillusion of Time episode, because of that pink nail polish stroke that I dropped, I actually incorporated that into the thumbnail. If you look carefully,
Onward.
forever when we have friendly Pappy in the thumbnails going forward, his fingernails will be pink. There are only 3 that were shown, but it was such an easy little edit. I felt compelled to do it because it was funny and keeps the narrative of our personal playthrough going, you know? It's a cute little detail, if you will. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's Outer Worlds. Or maybe it's Outer Wilds. I genuinely cannot keep them straight. They're the same game to me until I play them and know for sure. But I know there is one that people very, very passionately promote as being a phenomenal first experience that you need to go in as blind as possible. Oops. Oh goodness, enemies do kind of one-shot us. We would very gladly like to see either Demeter or more Hephaestus for damage control buffs. Oh gosh. Kiwi, I might honestly throw the Rowan in Oceanus, and I'm not looking forward to that if that's the case. I might have to play super safe here. With a melee weapon, this was a bad idea. All right, your specials have 30 power, and you take 30% less damage while using them. That is actually phenomenal for us. Fetching a ray is useless here. Oh, I guess their shells fly back to you automatically and are 100% faster. I think I take the damage reduction on special because specials are going to be largely where I take my damage from. We will go for Narcissus, as cool as whatever room this might be. I think we take the free room that could give us HP.
So I was like, no way. But then I go, wait, what if? Remember that one, man? I know you do.
Chaos showing up here is a little bit dicey. I'm not convinced we're going to be taking Chaos this run. Not until I get a lot more max HP. I definitely need some survivability.
Whoa, what's wrong with you? Coming in here like that. You don't need me, dummy. You need a doctor or healer or something.
Yes, well, I found those somewhat difficult to locate around here. Though on the flip side, no shortage of fish-like monstrosities determined to cut me a set of gills.
Oh my goodness, Skill is going to be rough. No, Skill is not.
That's what
Never
they all
mind.
say. Look, there's probably a fountain or something somewhere around here. Wash up, come back, we'll talk.
Maybe I could drink your fountain. Would you mind if I did that? Yes, of course you would. Receive a gift of 50 healing and ash. I mean, I want the mystery boon. Like, objectively, I should take the 50 HP because I'm probably going to throw the run in the next room, but we're going to take the mystery boon.
No, excuse me.
I am a greedy... Oh, hey, Demeter.
Snow falls gently on Olympus as before, but no trace of Typhon's foul storm remains, or of the rest of him. But you are able to confront him still somewhere beyond.
Hear the power and great magic of Sandpappy. Let's see, there's her cast. Weed Killer would be good if we got Possessed Array. I don't think I'm going to rarefy her cast because it doesn't do damage, it just afflicts freeze, which is still really good for us, mind you. Also, this is not her cast. This is her cast. All right, cool. So that'll give us, hopefully we get a good defensive boon off of Heffy, and I'll try and rarefy that. Uh-oh, it's uh-oh.
You again.
Okay, I have to play super scary because he can absolutely one-shot me. Oh my goodness. Well, now okay, it turns out he can't one-shot me, but he almost just did. We've got 2 HP left. I need to play super safe. Try and reclaim my shells if I can. Gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to focus on this fight for a second and preferably not make the most ridiculous sounds you've ever heard, Kiwi. I probably honestly die to steam here by accident if I'm not careful. He dropped an AoE, that's our chance. We froze him. I'm just gonna play safe with freeze. That's how I win this. I just space him out as much as possible and then drop cast when he runs into cast. I charge at him. I'm not convinced that actually stopped him from, oh, I died. Well, that was not a clean run. That was a hot mess of a run, but we did get the prophecy fulfilled. Ouch. Unfortunate. Look, I played with fire. I should have known better than to do all that.
It was evil.
I should not have picked a melee weapon going for a no Arcana run, or I should have at least taken Tula. It is what it is. Loss is a loss.
We made it back here safe and sound, didn't we, Phrenos?
I realized my strategy far too late. I should have played safer from the outset.
Titan of foresight. Yeah. Hey, is everything all right with you, Dora? I didn't mean to upset you with talks of Titans when last we spoke.
I'm good, Mel. I don't get mad much anymore, really, and don't get weirded out either. It's just something about the name Prometheus. It's like it meant something to me.
Maybe you loved to eat liver in your past life.
But Prometheus was imprisoned for eons prior to this point. If you remember him, it's from a while back.
Or maybe you were besties with Hesty and you liked fire.
I'd be ancient history. but I hardly remember yesterday. Don't know how come I'd remember something from that long ago. Not that I do remember anything from then, except...
Except what?
Just a feeling. But it isn't great.
Again, I really don't know her relationship to Prometheus at all.
They managed to get Cerberus to sit still long enough for this.
Probably a satyr sack. He does love the satyr sacks. All right, Kiwi. So clearly I'm not going to be harping on what happens next too long, considering this video is going to be depressingly short, all things considered. I threw the run pretty early.
To contain my enthusiasm for the venerable hero of mortal kind over there, Princess. Our adversary may be crafty, but Odysseus is renowned for his wiles above all.
It figures you would be familiar with the great tactician. Likely he evaded you at least once or twice in his life, if his many tales are to be believed.
Oh, they are to be believed, I can attest.
I think ultimately what it really means is I need to practice with melee builds a bit more, and I'm definitely not at the point of where I was at Hades 1, where I could easily turn the mirror off and feel like I had a very comfortable chance at winning using my weapons. Granted, I do think if I had taken the Umbral Torches or maybe the aspect of Mel on the Ardent Skull, I would have been fine, because I can play super safe with those, but it is what it is. All right, natural talent. The daughter of the god of the dead shall some evening prove herself against her superior whilst not influenced by any Arcana card available to her. Defeat Hecate with no Arcana active.
Your innate strength is greater than you know.
Close companions. The daughter of the god of the dead shall form a bond with several animal familiars.
Beasts can make for great companions. True.
Yeah, yes they can, Sir Moros.
Approach.
All right, let's see. Do we have anything new to unlock? Not really. Hopefully we got enough runs to just get our cattail. Okay, we can at least unlock
some wheat.
Something nice for ourselves, I think. Oh wait, that was wheat? Darn it. No, we don't have cattails. Darn. Okay, so mystery seeds, that's what they are, I suppose.
Some nightshade.
Let's see, what do we plant? We're gonna need poppy. We proved we need poppy for Aspect of Persephone, so let's make sure we remember to do that. And I still feel like we need a bunch of nightshade for whatever reason, so I'll go ahead and plant those next.
Goddess, latest reports said you encountered the King Vermin. Don't care if you're immortal. I'm relieved you made it back in one piece.
Yeah, he was a big O for me. Tony does not have much in the way of chill. I could have played so much better.
It can't be. I did confront a rodent of extraordinary savagery, but it was so little. I assumed the King Vermin was huge.
Kings and large threats can absolutely be tiny.
Tall tales. The King Vermin's wrath is inversely proportional to its stature, and its stature, as I understand, is very small indeed.
A very tiny vermin indeed.
Ugh.
I love it. We actually get some custom dialogue for dying to Tony. I appreciate that. You know what? It was worth the death just to have that custom dialogue. If I keep coping with the sensation of loss, then that'll help me feel a little bit better.
How fare Hecuba and Gali lately, Headmistress? They must be ill at ease with all of the bustle and new faces and the like.
Oh, they're fine. The hound and polecat make strange bedfellows, but are able to withstand more than their share of hardship or discomfort. Especially when you lavish them with attention.
Yes, nothing but the best for our polecat and doggo.
I'm sure to win their hearts one of these nights.
Oh, we are absolutely gonna have all of our pets eventually. Actually, that reminds me, we cannot make animal crackers yet. So unfortunately, we cannot earn the love of Gale or Hecuba yet, but we will. We absolutely will one day. Broker, anything for us? I don't care about kudos just yet, but we'll just real quick look at that. I think we're good. All right, let's go reactivate our Arcana and actually have a real run.
Been hunched over that cauldron so much. At least your craft is finally doing something around here. So much toiling with no results.
Our craft is typically about the self, and such results tend not to be immediate. Though I appreciate you noticing.
She's into our witchy wiles.
Yeah, well.
She wants to witchy too. Don't worry, there's plenty of room to witchy with all of us. Could you imagine if that's actually what Nemesis wanted? All right, let's go ahead and reactivate our Arcana. I can do that off camera. Let's go say goodnight to Skelly first. Oh, we're getting an Umbral Torches run. Okay. We haven't played a lot with Aspect of Eos. Let's go ahead and do that. And we will level it up. And I will just go Fate Swim on that instead. You know what? That's really the mistake. I should not have played Fate Swim on this. I should have locked in Aphrodite, gotten the weak application, and just had an easier time all around with her cast. And then it would have been a lot safer. It is what it is. Look, we're not going to win everyone, and the point is we went in for the prophecy, we beat with the prophecy. We also were going to go for a judgment run, and it turns out we didn't get a judgment run. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to... Oops, what happened? I accidentally ranked up Aspect of Melanoe, I think. All right. What if... Can I activate it now?
No use.
I don't understand. Why is it not active? Do I have to? Maybe I have to.
Spread fear.
What happens if I turn Void off? Do I get to activate it now?
I can't.
Is he only active if I have at least one? Okay, so he's only active if we have at least one Arcana active. Okay, fair enough. So we'll do a Judgment run next time. We'll take Aspect of Eos. We'll use Fate's Whim to play a little bit funnier, and we'll see how it goes. As far as what I wanted to get across on this episode, it's mostly just a matter of I'm trying to pick out my next game. Suggestions are always welcome. Ultimately, it's up to the whim of Kiwi and I what I play next, but the strongest contenders are going to be Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds, whichever one it is, Subnautica, Pikmin 3, and the sequel to Katamari Damacy, We Love Katamari. Those are the big ones in my mind. Aegis Rim 13 Sentinels is also a strong contender, and Mario Sunshine is also on the list at some point. What I choose is ultimately to be seen.
Something's changed about that altar of yours recently, and you have been at it more and more, young one. Mayhaps awakened newfound power there, or what?
I've consecrated the ashes and gained insight into the potential of the Arcana, Commander. Requires a little moon dust and a lot of focus. Perhaps the other way around.
Definitely a lot of moon dust.
Think the old broker started pawning off that stuff, though I have heard it's possible a witch like you could brew it up herself. Sounds like you better stock up.
Out of all the people to give us this recipe, I didn't think it was Skelly. Okay.
I probably should.
Do we? Okay, I guess maybe it's not a recipe. Maybe we learn it at some point. All right, so let's pick our. I'll sign off and we'll figure out the Arcana in the next one. Anyway, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one for hopefully a run that goes better than this one did. Uh-oh is a scary, scary vermin.
A growing pack of ever-faithful animal familiars now stand ready to follow the Princess of the Dead into the depths, or wheresoever her fateful task shall take her next.
My little protectors.
Rest well, Kiwi. May your little protectors not stomp on your face in your sleep like usual. Or mine. I really would like Chroma to stop jumping on my face while I'm sleeping. He has not figured it out.